hello guys, it's me, that guy over there, here once again, with another one of my games. Now don't worry, if you're a fan of A Fall Tale, I'm still going to be working on that, but I just needed to get a little break and work on something different for a change. This game doesn't really have a name yet, it's just a little typical run-and-gun shooter. You play as this little guy, who doesn't look the least bit threatening, and he isn't right now because he doesn't have a weapon. So all you can do really is look up and run around and jump. You have two jumps all the time, you can see, and you can use it to jump on all this stuff, like this tree, on which there is a gun. Mwahaha. And once you grab it, you become a dangerous person. As you can see, you can aim in 8 directions. You can't aim down when you're standing on solid ground, because that would be pointless, but you can when you're standing on a jump-through platform. Now, you can pick up any weapon that's flashing. When you set down your weapon by hitting space, it starts flashing like that. As you can see, this bazooka is flashing, so yoink. Yep, you can use this bazooka as well. Now, the interesting thing about this is that you can actually use this bazooka to give you 3 or 4 jumps, depending on how high you jump. These guys will just keep trying to kick me, and they're just small fry for you to test your weapons out, basically. And so yeah, the bazooka will push you the opposite way of the way you're facing. If you're facing right, it'll push you left. If you're facing left, it'll push you right. And if you're aiming down, it'll push you straight up. So it'll add just a tiny little jump to the 2 jumps you have already. Whoa, that guy's kind of ugly. So, what I did right here is you can see you can't get up there just using your 2 normal jumps. So if you aim down with your bazooka and shoot it right at the apex of your jump, you can use it as a 3rd jump to get to the top. Which is why this is my favorite weapon that I've created. Here's another weapon right here that I'll just show off real quick. What it is a 3-way gun. It's just like the original gun I picked up, except slightly lower firing rate. But since the frame rate is half of what it should be, it's hard to tell. This game runs in 60 frames per second usually. Now I'm going to stick with the bazooka, just because I like it. So, whoa, here's the first boss of the game, or the first boss of this test level or whatever. It's just a big tree that shoots out balls, which you have to dodge. If you haven't noticed already, I can't get hit, so I'm not even, concerned about that. I haven't even programmed in getting killed yet, so, you know. I'm not really concerned about that. But yeah, you shoot that guy with the bazooka a bunch of times and it dies. Not the least bit difficult. In fact, nothing even shoots at you yet. And believe me, things will shoot at you. Now we have these ugly Pac-Man rejects following me around. And they're going to swarm me in a second here while I fight this other boss, which is a harder version of these guys. He just moves really fast and takes about 100 times more hits. You can see his life bar in the lower left corner over there. So as you can see, you can really use this bazooka to pull off neat tricks. If you want to shoot those guys and not get hurt, you can use it to just sort of bounce over them. And there will be masses and masses of weapons in the final game, assuming I even make this into a final game. And you'll be able to use them all in various ways. And that guy blows up generically as well. If you're wondering what those little dots are up in the top, on the top of the screen, those are the camera effect things. The X position of the camera is always mapped to the thing with the A on it, and the A thing always follows the thing with the O on it. A stands for actual camera position, O stands for origin of the camera position. Whoa, what is that? Fireflies, and wow, that's a really fast owl. Yeah, that's an owl. So what you have to do here, obviously, is jump to the upper level or jump over the owl when it comes. And you'll notice that right before it comes, all the fireflies do a kind of sweeping jolt like that. like that. And all these Pac-Man guys are following me still. This is near the end of the level already. There's not even a boss at the end, really. It's just still unfinished, and I finished that part already. And here's one last jump to show off how awesome the bazooka is. Because normally you'd never make it across a huge gap like that. But, watch this. Yep. You can use it to triple jump. I love this weapon. I love the weapon and I created it. Is that egotistical? I sure hope not. Wow, and this guy's really fast, and he's just a tougher version of those normal kicking guys. And that giant robot you see right there, whoops, I would have just gotten killed. That giant robot right there will be the actual boss of the level. This game isn't going to make any sense. Like, the bosses, like the first boss was a tree, the second was a Pac-Man looking thing, and the last boss is a robot. So obviously it's not even going to try to make sense, let alone you're a cute little guy, like using war weapons on people. But, you know, that's about it. If you fall off, you just kind of bounce really high. In the real game, you'll just die. But, you know. So that's it pretty much right now. This game might become a real game, it might not. If it is going to become a real game, I will do much more work on the graphics and probably make everything a lot higher res. But as it is right now, it's just a fun little diversion from a fall tale, which I am going to work on more. I might as well post a preview of that pretty soon, because I've done enough work on it to merit another update. So, robot goes boom, and that's the end of this preview. Hope you enjoyed it. Look for more videos from me soon. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.